friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. I'm gonna do a tag video for you today. I have no clue when this video is going up. It's a little bit pre-filmed, might be a lot of it pre-filmed. So, hello from the past. Yes. This look is already filmed. I know someone's gonna ask since this is pre-filmed. It's from my 3 looks, 1 palette with the Sugar Pill Capsule Collection. Go check it out if you are curious on this look. But we're gonna do a tag video today. I saw this originally done by my friend Lisa Lobotomy. I will have her video down below, but this was originally created by Danielle Schmidt. I will have her video down below as well. Did I even say the name of it? It's the My Makeup Habits tag. It's just questions talking about like why I do the things I do and so on and so forth. I thought it was a fun tag. I liked the questions and I love a good tag video. So here we are. Fun fact, I've actually already filmed this once, but my microphone wasn't on, so that was great. But it's been about a week since I filmed it, so at this point I don't even remember the questions, so we'll just see how it goes. I'm not gonna ramble too much longer. Let's just jump into it. There are 13 questions, actually kind of 14, because number A has a part A and a part B. Anyways, let's just jump right in with number 1, because that's how you do things. Number 1, how often do you wear a full face of makeup? Foundation, eyeshadow, contour, the works. As a general rule, I usually wear everything and film it, or I wear nothing. It's not too often that I just throw a little bit of something on and run out of the house. And it's just not too often at all that I just throw in a little bit of something in general. Technically today I'm not wearing foundation, but I'm wearing literally everything else, so I will consider this the works, even though I skipped foundation. But I want to say I probably do like my full face for filming purposes at least 5 or 6 days a week. Sometimes 7. I feel like on average, probably 6 days a week is a safe bet that I'm doing the shebang. I have been playing around with occasionally on days that like maybe I have to go to work really early and don't really feel like waking up extra early to film, where I just kind of put a little bit of something on so I don't look super scary, but again, that's not super often. For the most part, it's everything or nothing, and most days it's everything. Number 2, is your everyday makeup look more neutral or more colorful? Kind of backpedaling onto what I just said. I don't really have an everyday look because most of the time, 99% of the time that I do my makeup, I am filming it, and I'm usually doing a 3 looks 1 palette or a first impressions or a palette bingo or something, so it's always totally different. I don't have a go-to makeup look, and I feel like as a general rule, colorful is what I lean towards, even though I have been playing with a lot more neutral palettes lately just because that's what's been in my collection for me to play with right now. But I feel like as a general rule, colorful is typically what I go for. Definitely something a little less than the usual. I'm not typically looking like a basic Betty Jean. It's usually very much out there in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's neutral, it's still more dramatic neutral. So yeah, I don't really have an everyday makeup look, but it's gonna be something more colorful or dramatic on the daily anyways. Number 3, how long does it take you to do your go-to makeup look? Again, I don't really have a go-to makeup look, but just for the sake of saying makeup in general, doing like the whole shebang, like this look probably took me a total of maybe an hour and 15 minutes, something like that. My base routine doesn't take too long, and I did film, and me talking and filming does take longer. I feel like if I were to do this particular look while just not talking to anyone and just doing my thing in the zone, I probably could have busted it out in about an hour. Probably took me about an hour and 15 because I was talking. I can bust out my makeup in about 30 to 45 minutes if it's something a little bit more simple, but it's taken me as long as an hour and a half before. It totally depends. I feel like a good average would be just to say an hour. I feel like that sounds about right. Number 4, do you apply your foundation before or after you've done your eyeshadow? I am a foundation first kind of person. I always do my brows first, which don't take long. Then I do my foundation, all my base routine, all that good stuff, and then I move on to my eyes. Once in a blue moon, I do my eyes first, but it's not often. I like my foundation to be done first. I like the satisfaction of just putting my eyeshadow on and feeling complete. And I question my eyeshadow look so hard if I do my eyeshadow first. I'll think it looks bad, I think it looks wonky, but I'm like, I'm just gonna push through it, maybe it'll turn out okay. And then when I have my base on, it looks great. So I feel like me doing my base first and getting that clean foundation allows me to feel better about my eye look during the process. I don't know if I'm weird in that. I don't know if that's odd, but that's just how I feel. That's how I've pretty much always done things. I very rarely do my eyeshadow first. Number 5, what are some bad makeup habits you can't stop doing? don't know if I have any like bad makeup habits. I guess that's something maybe you guys will have to tell me if you've noticed I do something that's bad that I don't realize. Maybe I could wash my brush and sponges a little bit more often, but I just kind of do it on an as needed basis. Like I don't necessarily wash my sponge and brushes every day or multiple times a week. It's kind of like every week to 3 weeks, depending on how far I can stretch my brushes. Usually my sponge is about every week or so. I've gotten better about replacing my mascara every 3 months. Maybe I can get better about decluttering liquid products that expire, but I just kind of use things until they stop working, you know what I mean? I don't know. If I do anything weird or bad, let me know. But I don't think I have any bad makeup habits. I know that a lot of people don't like fake freckles, and I do that all the time, but that's not necessarily a bad habit. That's just a preference. Number 6, do you use beauty influencer techniques or your own techniques to apply your makeup? So when I was learning how to do makeup, I 100% went to YouTube to learn what I was doing. So a lot of the foundation of what I am now was founded upon what beauty influencers taught me back in the day. But I feel like nowadays it's probably a solid mix of both. Like I definitely still use some things that I learned from back in the day, like using my damp beauty sponge. That's purely YouTube taught me that. But a lot of things I do my own spin on, like I wear a ton of blush. YouTube didn't tell me to do that, I told me to do that. I like all the fake freckles. I like my giant lashes. I like big colorful wings. I like pairing a bold lip with a bold eye. I break a lot of rules that beauty influencers would typically teach you. So I feel like I probably do a solid mix of both. I don't know. I'm just doing my thing. I'm just playing with makeup. It's fun. Number 7, what is one step in your makeup routine that takes the longest to complete? I feel like just as a general rule, eyeshadow probably, because there's a lot more steps involved with my eyeshadow and my lashes and all that stuff. That probably takes me the longest overall. But each individual step doesn't really take me that long, because I could even argue that my base routine as a whole takes the longest, but that's not really one step. I guess I'd probably just have to say eyeshadow as a general rule. I don't know. I don't really think about it. I would have back in the day said brows because it took me forever, but now I just use brow gel. Number 8A, what is one step in your makeup routine that you're okay with skipping? I'm definitely okay with skipping foundation. I'm not wearing it today. I just went with literally everything else, but I'm not technically wearing foundation. So I'm okay with skipping that. What else would I be okay with skipping? I wouldn't want to, but I could skip my cream products, like my cream bronzer, blush, and highlight, because I always go back in with powders typically anyways. So I could technically skip that, but vice versa. I could probably also skip powder bronzer. Oh, I could skip bronzer easy. I could skip powder blush, even though I like it so much, but as long as I have cream or powder, I'm fine. I'd probably prefer powder though, because it's more impactful. And I could definitely skip cream highlight, but it would be hard to skip powder highlight. Don't know if I could skip my freckles. I love my lashes. I could probably skip eyeshadow, honestly. Like as long as I have my big lashes, I could probably skip like a huge eyeshadow look. That was a very loud, rude motorcycle. My apologies. Number 8B, what is one step in your makeup routine that you will never skip? I always wear primer. I know it says one step, but I have a lot of steps. I will never skip primer. I will never skip concealer. I'd probably never skip concealer over primer though. I could probably get away with just heavy moisturizer. I could never skip blush. Can't do it. Can't do it. I could never skip setting powder because my under eyes crease. I could never skip highlight. I could never skip my fake freckles. I mean, that's dramatic. I probably could skip my fake freckles, but I love them so much. Setting spray, I could probably get away without it, but I love it. I like the way it makes my makeup melt in. I could skip a lip product technically. I should have said that earlier. I can definitely get away with just wearing like a lip mask and not really wearing lip product. I can't skip my brows. I like my brow gel. I can't skip my lashes. I mean, again, that's dramatic. I could definitely skip them, but I love my lashes. I could go on and on. Number 9, what type of makeup looks are out of your comfort zone? Not really any. I mean, I'm cool. Like, look at me right now. Like, I'm cool with wearing pretty much anything. I'm not really scared. The only thing that I just don't really gravitate towards are just the very natural no makeup where it's still all the steps, but it looks very, very low-key and basic. That's just not me. If I'm gonna go through all the work of applying... What is with traffic? Can you hear that? Did you just hear that? Very rude. If I have to go through the process of doing all of the steps, I want it to look like I'm wearing makeup. I don't want it to look like I'm not wearing makeup. I'm cool with looking like I wear makeup. I think it's fine. I wouldn't really say it's out of my comfort zone, but it's definitely not something I do. That's just not me, you know? But other than that, I can't really think of something that's totally out of my comfort zone. I mean, I don't really resort to a full cut crease very often. You could argue that this is a cut crease, but to me it's a big wing. I don't know. I don't really have any other answer other than that. I don't like all shimmer looks. Like, I'll never do a shimmer in the crease. That's not me. That's about it though, I think. I'm cool with pretty much whatever. Number 10, do you wear matte liquid lipstick, cream lipstick, gloss, or a mixture? If you would have asked me 3 years ago, I would have been liquid lipstick only. Cream lipstick doesn't exist in my world. Gloss is the worst. But now I'm cool with wearing anything. Today I'm wearing a liquid matte lipstick. I'm cool with cream lipstick, although I don't have very many bullet lipsticks, but I do like liquid lipsticks that have more of a cream finish than a matte finish. Love gloss. A clear sparkly gloss is my favorite kind of gloss in the world. Any gloss with sparkle in it or a plumping action, I love. I feel like my favorite kind of lip product now though is a liquid lipstick but has a cream finish. It's very comfortable, it's easy for me to apply. That's probably my favorites. I know it didn't ask what my favorite is, it just asked what I wore, but now you know. Number 11, if you could only wear one shade of lipstick for the rest of your life, what would it be? It would be this. I'm just kidding. I never wear hot pink lipstick like this. It would be like a brown toned nude. Think like Truffle from Dose of Colors or something like that. Like just something low key. It could go with pretty much whatever look ever. It would either be that or a clear sparkly gloss. But since it said what color lipstick, that's what I'm going to answer. Like a brown base nude. Basically Truffle from Dose of Colors I'd be cool with wearing for the rest of my life. It's one of my favorite lipsticks. Number 12, do you highlight and contour your face? Yeah, I guess so. I was gonna say no because I don't necessarily go out and draw all the crazy lines, but I do use cream bronzer to help sculpt my face. I do set it with powder bronzer. I do go back through with my white powder highlight to just kind of brighten up right here and clean up underneath. I highlight with like a shimmery highlight on my cheekbones and like my nose and stuff. So I mean, yeah, I don't even know why for a second I thought no. I definitely do that. I mean, I guess I don't contour, I bronze. I highlight and bronze my face. It's not too often that I full on contour. That's just not usually the look for the most part. I like it to be more soft rather than structured, even though this isn't like a very soft glam look at all. But I don't really contour. I bronze and highlight. That's my answer. And number 13. I lost it. There it is. What is one step in your makeup routine that makes you feel most complete? Again, I don't have just one answer. I have a couple. My blush, my freckles, my lashes. I think those are the three that make me feel the most me. Like this exact look, for instance, take away the blush, freckles, and lashes, I would feel like a maniac. I would not feel like myself at all. But on the flip side, I've definitely worn looks where it's just very basic and I've worn blush, freckles, and lashes and it's adorable and I absolutely love it. I need those steps to feel my truest self. I just love it. I love it so much and I can't give it up and I won't give it up. Let me make sure I didn't skip any questions. I think I got them all. Yes. That was the tag. Those were the questions. If you have a channel, I tag you to do this. I love watching other people's tag videos. It's one of my favorite things to have in the background of me just doing chores or anything like that. Love listening to tag videos. And if you don't have a channel, I would love for you to answer these in the comment section. I will have the questions in the description box as well as Lisa and Danielle's videos like I mentioned earlier. Check them out, answer some questions. I would love to hear them. What did you think about my answers? Are they something you agree with? Not at all. I like to chat with you about it. If you made it to the end of this video, why don't you leave me some kind of space emoji, something like stars or moons. There's a planet now, bonus points if you have the planet emoji. Leave me something like that. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's BeautBean, follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.